Thank you. Tesla almost to target here. Nate, didn't I say that would want to push to 250?
Yeah, you did, Coach.
We're there.
You said it, Coach.
Yes, sir. It hit 249.79. We're 20 cents away from target goal.
That's right.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
It's glorious. Glorious.
I've been in it, so I'm hoping
Yes.
it'll get there.
Yes, yes. 900 shares.
No, I got 300.
300. Nice job.
Yeah.
Good job. Tesla, 17%. Tesla, one of the largest days in Tesla history. Congratulations on everybody Tesla long here. I remember we called it back at a 105 when it was a $1.05 and the whole world was screaming Tesla was going to crash and burn. 17%. Tesla continuing to run.
Coach, I love you, man.
Love your face.
Our retirement account loves you, Coach.
Yes. Great job.
You were right about Tesla. Look at that. It's 250. It doesn't want to go through it.
Is that where it's at? Now it could.
Yeah.
It broke it on the L2.
And then it went
back. It hit it and then it pulls
Pulled
back.
back.
It pulls back. Now it's pulled back even more though.
I see it. Just remember that's just going to be a mental wall. Hopefully it will break and run, but I need you to be aware, right, that is going to be the mental wall.
I took my money and run.
Good job. Yeah, it hit 250.54 and now it's pulled back to 248.70. Yep. So hopefully everybody collected up there, right?
Got out of 250.
Oh my gosh. Good job. I would love to see it go beyond that, but I just know, right? The trading is a lot of them. Look at that 248.90 wall stacked. I just know that, right, where people want to sit, it's just a psychology thing. If we see it break 250 and run, get right back in that long. But until it breaks 250, which is a major gold level, I'm going to mark it. I don't touch that long until that thing is broke. You understand?
Roger.
Yep, I need you to hear me on this. Yeah, look at this. This is
Roger, Coach.
That's over a $2 pullback right now from the 250.54. We're at 248.35 now. You see this? Hopefully I saved all.
Yep, I can feel it.
Welcome to the Aftermarket. American Dream Trading. You have entered the Aftermarket. AmericanDreamTrading.com. Welcome. You are now in the Aftermarket.
Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket Live Chat and Watch Party. I'm Dawn, aka J&J Video Reacts. I'll be your host tonight. And this is a stream that's been created for you guys, traders, like me, like the gentleman waiting backstage. I see you. Those of you that are traders understand how stressful the market can be. So our founder, Chad W. Christian, has given us permission to use his YouTube channel after hours to just kind of hang out, let our hair down, discuss strategies, and continue to learn from each other and grow in the thing that is trading. He is a 32-year stock market vet, and he has literally traded in every market condition imaginable, and he trains us to do the same. So we don't chase call-outs over here, guys. We actually learn how to trade. And tonight, I've got a surprise for you. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make it, but he is here. So those of you that were in the pre-market this morning, those of you VIP members, and you can get the VIP simply by clicking that link that's pinned to the top of the live chat. It's AmericanDreamTrading.com. That's where you go to become a member, and just use code 2025 to get 25% off of any of your first-time purchases of any of our services. And the VIP membership is where it's at. The VIP Gold is even better. It gives you all kinds of extra training, access to coach, to be able to get one-on-one type style training every day. And one of the moderators who is so amazing, we love him on the moderator team, is Richard. He is here, guys. So this morning we got a lovely tidbit that he touched on that he wants to go ahead and revisit and elaborate on one more time for us. So this is going to be amazing, Coach. I'm going to edit this up for us, and this is going to be one we can use for the book. So shout out to Richard for being here. Just want to go over a couple of housekeeping rules. Please make sure that you are sharing this video, that you are subscribing to the channel, and that you're smashing the like button. Otherwise, why are we here? If you don't like it, why are we here? Right? So go ahead and smash that like button. It helps the algorithm. It is free. Doesn't cost you a dime, and it helps move us up so that more people can see the content. Also, this is part of my income. This is how I keep the lights on. So if you feel so inclined, throw a tip down in the tip jar. The link is down there as well. And it is, while it's not mandatory, it's much appreciated. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get Richard on here. Richard.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Good morning. You were about to say good morning, weren't you? I heard you. I heard the M.
Okay, good. I'm glad you heard me. Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So the question I have is, I want to talk about patterns today, but I don't know how to put on the screen a chart. Do I have to take my camera off and show the computer, or how do I do that so people can kind of follow?
Do you have a thing below us that says share screen?
Share screen. Good question. I have a microphone, a video. Is that a share screen? Yeah, share screen. Yeah. Oh, look. Even ugly muglies can have learn. Okay, cool. So
you do that, and it'll come in like you did, and I just toggle your screen into the stream.
Select the window. Good. That's what I want to do.
Did you have money? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna mute you real quick here. Hold on one second. Just let him get set up.
Let me know when you're ready, and I'm ready. Now, while she's doing that, I just want you to know that the 25% off sale on anything that's going on right now, if you've been wanting to change your life, if you've been looking for an extra stream of funds to help you pay utility bills, to help you make car payments, to help you with your rent, to help you with whatever cost you happen to have, it's not too late to get in. This year is going to be an amazing year. We've been moving forward each year. Coach has been focusing in and on what we want to center our attention on to make us more successful. And yes, you can be here with us from 4 a.m. Eastern time all the way to 4 p.m. and a little after in the market, and then hear the after show. So training, actually taking you by the hand to move forward. Today, we are going to talk about patterns, and hopefully you can see the pattern. Please give me a confirmation that you can see the chart on the screen.
She's going to go pick up our car because it's been in the shop the past couple days. So I forgot I had to cash app him the money. So that's what's going on. So thank you for allowing me a few minutes. And I still don't know his cash app yet. So as soon as she gives me that, I'll go ahead and do that. But thank you for being here, Richard, and doing that. So this is awesome.
Can you see the chart?
Okay, let me look. Yes, I do. Let me bring it into the stream. Yeah, there we go.
Awesome. Okay. So instead of looking at my ugly face, I'm going to give you a tool that
Full
can help
screen.
you be successful. And it's called the 3-candle reversal pattern. Let me slide this down. And what you're seeing is, it's where I have my account in E-Trade. So this is an E-Trade chart. But what we're going to be talking about is, it's about training your eyes to see things that give you a high probability or a higher probability of entering a perfect setup. And in the 3-candle reversal pattern, it is about when you see a stock that is going down that has a high probability of now turning around and going back up, or a stock that is up at a ceiling or above a ceiling and all of a sudden has a high probability of reversing and coming back down. And I've got a sample here, and this is IWM, which is the Russell. For those that don't know, the Russell's 2,000 mid-cap stocks that are in the market, but it will show it. And this is today's chart. From blue to blue represents the 1 day. So the first thing I'm going to do, and Coach recommends for you to get an inexpensive book. It's called These 14 Candlestick Patterns. And in that book, it has, of course, 14 patterns that you can go ahead, and it discusses and gives you like ideas of when to enter, what to. I don't want you to focus on the name. I want you to focus on the setup. It's the concept that is important for us to add success to each of your pocketbooks. And so with IWM, the first one I'm going to go to is the candle at 1308. Let me make this a little bigger here now. And 1308, of course, is little after 1. Here we go. So this is what the candlestick, this is the setup of the pattern. It is a strong red candle down. This candle we call a gamma candle because it's quite longer than the other ones that are before it. And a lot of things in identifying is why we love gamma candles is because they take momentum, build momentum, and then they run out of gas. And why run out of gas? I mean, if you look at the bottom of this, it has virtually no wick on this candle. Let me see if I can even make it bigger so that you guys can see it, hopefully. There, that's nice and big. Hopefully everybody can see that. So see this, see how that candle is just, I mean, it just really is. This is what we call a gamma candle. But again, this pattern works well and helps identify where the lows are and where the highs are. So yes, this was lower, but these lines that you see in here going horizontal are lines that I put in previously that go back to pre-market, yesterday, etc. And they're points where the stock has been up and down previously and then bounced off of, indicating that it may be a spot that is what I call a floor or support. So here we see the red candle going in. The next step of the pattern, it's a 3-candle pattern, is what is called a doji. This one right in the middle is what we call a pure doji. A doji is any candle that when you add up the wicks up and down, they're more than the body that exists in the candle. They do have different names like Morning Star, Shooting Star, or other things like this. But just understand simply, if the wicks are more than the body, it's a doji. And a doji represents indecision, doesn't know what it wants to do. So we have a candle that's come down and run out of gas. We have an indecision point, and then we have a green candle showing a bounce back up. That's the 3-candle pattern in development. Now, one thing you want to know, just like anything, patterns want to complete themselves. They want to go ahead and finish what they are supposed to be. It's like they know this is what they are, and so they want to go ahead and complete the pattern. We have stocks that complete their patterns for a day, but what we're talking about here tonight is this 3-candle reversal pattern. So we see the red strong candle down, the doji, and then the green up. So the question is, okay, now it looks like, yes, we want to go higher. But remember, you don't see the rest of this screen. You only see the candle that's in the start right now after the doji. So the entry for this, which is a long, is when it breaks the top of that red candle going down. I'm going to put a line there so you know where the entry would be. So there I've entered this line now. And when it breaks this part here healthily, I can enter. It has to break that top of that line. So I go ahead and it breaks. I can go ahead and get in. Now I may want to, because of these lines here, the red line is the 9, the green is the 21, the whatever color that is, I'm colorblind, orange or purple, I think it is purple actually.
Yeah, I think it is.
Is the 50. And VWAP, I don't even see VWAP in here. It's gold. I don't see it here, so it's somewhere else. This up here, the blue is the 200, etc. Okay, so it is completed the pattern when it's here. Now watch this. This is getting in somewhere around 223.50, let's say, because the lines there doesn't mean I get filled exactly right there. So then I'm just waiting for when it tells me, well, watch out, you don't want to be in. Notice it pops up, even goes through these lines, and then I have to be careful because there is a ceiling here, but I don't need to worry unless it comes back down. And so it's going ahead, it's in consolidation here, and what does it do? It continues. This is just a perfect representation of a 3-candle reversal pattern. And if you would have got in somewhere around, like I said, let's say 223.50, it actually ends up here where I start to see the green really pushing a wick down, and the next candle is red. I'm out of there. And this one right here, then at the close, was 224.02. So this trade right here, this little trade that doesn't seem like much, and you're kind of wondering what's going on, you made about 60 cents, depending on where you got filled, per contract or per share. And that's the first one, 1308. And now why I want to share this is this is one of the highest probability trade patterns that you can make money on repeatedly, and it shows up in, it's a task to find a chart that does not have a 3-candle reversal pattern for you. And normally on any given day, we're looking for what we call perfect setups. So this is a perfect setup for this 3-candle reversal, gives us a high probability, and we saw we had a nice little profit. And that's what you're looking for. You should be able on any given day have 2 to 3 perfect setups for entry, not necessarily the 3-candle reversal. It could be double top, triple tops, double bottoms, triple bottoms, and it could be bouncing on VWAP or bouncing off VWAP. So we're going to go to the next time, and that is, believe it or not, 1310. Look at this right over here. I believe is 1310. Oh, that's 1350. 1310. Where's 1310? Find me 1310. Oops, back here. Yeah, I lost my place. Yeah. Hope you guys find that's hilarious. 13.8, 13.10. Was that where I was getting out? Hold on a second. This is one right here, but I can't. No, there it is, 1310. So here again, we see it has gone up. We got out. We took this ride up here, coming back down. We see this again. Look at the dropping down in here. These little candles that are in between these two gamma candles are not what we're looking for. We're looking for these long candles down in this example for when it's tired of going down to reverse. Then we look for the doji, and then we're looking for the reverse up. It looks like I did that one already. Hold on
I
a
tell you
second.
what, we got to get you a black screen, buddy.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I knew I could find it. This is 1348. This one is really interesting because we use in this system specific moving averages, EMAs. And this screen, the 9 is red, the green is the 21, the purple is the 50. I use the 50 because I worked for an institution. We were trained on the 50 and 200. And then the blue, which we already know, which is up here, is the 200. So I just wonder what happened to my VWAP. I don't see a gold line. You know what I should do? Maybe I should change my... Hold on a second. I'm going to take this away and go and put up Weeble, since that's what we have anyway. And then I'll start sharing again. Bear with me 1 second. How come this one isn't showing? I opened up my Weeble, but it's not showing in this screen. That's frustrating.
Gotta love technology.
Yeah. You gotta love old people who don't do well with technology.
You're not old. It's a state
good.
of mind.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I got to go back to the one that I had. It doesn't seem to show Weeble for some reason. There it is.
So what happened when you tried it? You had it up on your screen?
Yeah, I have it as one of my screens, but I had the E-Trade because I could pick up the whole thing and I can see it more clearly. You know as well as I do.
What happened when you did share screen?
I can get the E-Trade. It will come up. But what happens is it doesn't, for whatever reason, it's, well, let me try, here's a drop-down arrow.
Because, it may have more than one.
Very good. Guys, whistle while I'm doing this. This is just, it's just so special.
Guys, I know you know what? This is actually a good time to check out the chat. Let's see what's happening down there.
That's a good idea.
Welcome, everybody. You know what? Let me go over to you got 2 blindies up here, so bear with us. Okay. All right. Look, I went and put our picture in Discord, Richard, and told him, hey, he made it. So those of you that remember.
Yep, I heard my wife has rehab. She had major back surgery. And I'm just going to go back to the...
Okay.
Go back to it. It's like, that's what it is.
Issy A, welcome. Welcome. Broken Equilibrium. Diesel Dan, Nick A. Hey, how you guys doing? Coco, Bucko 504, Vegan Knowledge JJ, who's going to get the card. Joe Pink, Papa Todd, Gilly. Are you in the live chat? Did you try the lemon and ginger and did it work? Pebbles, what's going on, buddy? Mia. All right. Thank you for being here, guys.
Yeah, and we'll open it up for questions because we want you all to learn. We want you to come join us. That's really the purpose of this, to show you how realistically you can make money. Doesn't have to be big money, but a little bit of money makes a huge difference. A
It
lot of
adds up.
people don't, they always think, but I need to make 1,000. No, if you only make $50 a day, that's $1,000 a month. And I can tell you, you don't have to be in here hours upon hours to make $50 a day. That's why I'm trying to show you with this one, just this previous one, how much you can make. So we're back to it, and we're going to go to the next 3-candle reversal pattern. Now, and there are nuances to every play. Please understand that. So here we have the second one. We saw what the first one was, made a really nice profit, no problem. But here we come down to a floor. Notice I have the line, that horizontal floor is a line. But in addition to that, right above it, I have what is the 50-day moving average. So this one here is kind of caught between the two. Again, the first criteria is I need a strong red down candle, which we have. And then right after that, what am I expected to see? A doji. Does this qualify as a doji? Yes. We add the wicks on the top to the wicks on the bottom, and if they're bigger than the body, it's a doji. And a doji represents indecision. Now, what's a variance in this is that if you notice, to understand strength, we'd like to see this second candle, the third candle, go up about 50% at least of the red down. In this case, it doesn't. It is a step up, but it is still another doji. Do you guys see that? See how the wick is bigger than, add the wicks and it's bigger than the body? So we can still stay in, but it hasn't made itself. We need it to be at least 50%. And if it goes up 50%, it indicates to us strength. So now the next candle, boom, it goes and breaks. Now where I have the dotted red line, that was a pre-market line that was done, that we looked at as a floor in the pre-market. And so guess what? Look at how it hits right near the top. As soon as it breaks that line, I need to move it just a hair bit more. So you see that. See how it's at the top of the red candle? Not the wick, but the body of the long red gamma candle down. That's where I enter. I can enter when it breaks above it. So if I would have entered here, I'm getting in around 228, let's say 95, something like that. Remember that? And watch how it goes. It just continues up till it's hitting this next line ceiling I've got. And when I see this red start to come down, especially with the wick and bouncing, I have to be really careful. I would have gotten out on either, you could either get out on the first one or the second one. But, and the reason I say the second one is because, again, we have wicks at the bottom on this red candle, not much on the top. So it looks like, wait a minute, we might have a more push even higher. Didn't happen at this time. So when it comes back here again and is strong, I'd be out. So we went from, what did I say it was, like 228.95.
Yep.
Yep. All the way up to, and I can take the opening of this candle here, 224.10. So do you see how you made a profit? You didn't make as much. Why? Because you didn't get the 50% up on this next, on that third candle. That is one of the first things that will show you strength. But the other thing I want you to realize is that these lines that are going horizontal, that represent ceilings and floors, or resistance or support, whichever term you like, they are strong in points of where if it falls back down and I see a gamma strong candle down, it's where I'm going to be looking at the second candle to see if it is a doji. But because it didn't do this, it still made money. It just made less money. So then we come to the third one. Look, and this is IWM, and this is the third time in the day. So now it comes down, and it's really hitting the line. It's also playing with this where we had the pre-market low set up. And mind you, it can always dip a little bit below. We don't care if it dips a little bit below, because at each of these places, floors and ceilings, what you see is a line which would represent paper thin support or paper thin resistance at the top. I was taught to think of apartment buildings. And if you think of an apartment building and you're in on the 3rd floor, you're not stepping out on a paper thin floor. It's thick with concrete and wood and maybe rebar to give you support so that when your kids are jumping up and down, they don't fall through and go to the floor below. So
Right.
each of these lines, if you can imagine that, have a thickness. We don't show the thickness, but I can indicate the thickness here on this one. I'll do a line. It's where these wicks are. These wicks, there were people sitting in this area. We don't know how many orders are there, but if you notice when it came in, that wick to shove it up says there were a lot of orders there that got filled immediately on all 3 candles. And then all of a sudden it takes off. So when it breaks the red top of the red candle, which is again, I'll do another line. And kind of watch the chat, because if we get a question, I don't mind answering it as we go.
Yeah, I'm watching it. Yep.
So here we have it break. Here we had it come down. We got the doji. Where's my mouse? There we go. We have the green going up, but this is not entry yet. Notice though, this one's going to be stronger. Why? This one is 50% of the red candle down. This one was not. Do you see that? You guys see that? We really want the 3rd candle to be at least 50% of the red one down. That indicates very good strength, because what stops this from going higher is people who still want to think it's going to go lower. This says there aren't many orders above it, so this can take off. And sure enough, on the next candle, when it breaks that line at 223.95, so let's say you got in at 224, you can be in. And now where does it go? Look at this, guys. You see that? I don't have any concern until here, and I have significant concern there. I have a little bit of wick. There's a ceiling right there. This is too far for me. As soon as I see this, I'm getting out. But let's say I get out about right there. Let me draw a line there. Remember we said 224? Let's say I get out there. Get rid of that phone call. They can call me back. We're at 224.53. So that made 53 cents if you were in options per contract. And if you were in at the equal at the money, you made 28 cents per contract, or $28. If you had 4 contracts, you had over $100 built in there. And so those are 3 examples that you need to watch and see. Again, we want it at the bottom of either a horizontal floor, and understand again that even these, the 9, 21, 50, they are floors also. It's just that in this case, this is a rising channel as opposed to coming down, which would be a regression channel down. Okay, we can kind of go and ask questions. Here, this one here, I'll show you this. Is this a 3-candle regression? Take a guess in chat. Go ahead, put in your thoughts based on what I explained. Is this a 3-candle reversal pattern? What are we seeing, Don? Yeses, nos? We want this to be a participation place. So if you can, please just put yes or no if you think yes, if you think this is a 3-candle reversal, or no if it's not. I should do the Jeopardy tune. Do, 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 do.
You know what? I actually started to add that to my buttons this morning, but
There
I said
you
no.
go. Okay,
Look,
this
it was
is
too
not
long.
a 3-candle reversal because you don't have any doji. This is just a double top. That's all it is. So
Eric
yes,
Smoto's down
again,
there.
like
Welcome,
hopeful.
Eric. And Mikey D. Sweet Tea answered no. Good job, Mikey.
Good job, guys. Good job. Notice you still made money off of this because Coach teaches this all the time. double tops, triple tops, double bottoms, triple bottoms, it puts at resistance, calls at support.
Good
But
job,
what I wanted to
Coco.
show you, and what I did with these three, was show you how they can be, and what I'm looking for, if it's approaching a floor, a strong floor, and I see a strong red down candle, I am waiting to see if it's going to develop a doji next. It might not. It might go sideways. I had shown one earlier in the day. When was that one? I think that was IWM also. Hold on. 1050. Yeah, maybe 1050. It's 11. It's 1040. Yeah, here it is. Okay, this should be 1050. Yes, it is. Okay, so here's another example. Look at the red. We have driving down red candles. Do you guys see that? I know this is kind of getting in the way a little bit, but we have driving down, and it's driving down, and then we have a red. Now, here's one other nuance. If it's going regularly strong, I can count both of these combined, and then it is equivalent to a gamma candle. Another nuance. But I have the red down strong. It was gamma before that. These two, no interference, gamma there. And what do I get? The question is this a doji? And actually, it doesn't have much wick on top, but it has a pretty good wick on the bottom. It is, if it isn't exact, and I don't have time, and we don't have time during the day to actually, let's see what that exact price is. But I can see, glancing at this, that it looks to me like it has more wick. It's almost all down at the bottom compared to the body. So I have strong down. There's my doji. It is at right near what a floor is. And then look at what this goes. The next one goes here up, but it has to be at the top of this candle. For me to, if I'm counting both of these as the gamma candle down, it needs to be above this for me to enter. Does it get there? You know, it goes and touches it multiple times on this candle and this candle. The other thing is, notice this green candle is indicating there might be some strength there, because it is 50% of these two candles down. It's there. I just need it to break above this for me to go ahead and have my confirmation and enter. It goes up and wicks up to touch it, but it fails and it goes down. So understand, there is no pattern that works 100% of the time. If it was, everybody would do it, and they would only do that, and it's like, okay. So this is an example of where it failed. And so you move on and you wait the next one, but it will teach you to look for those situations where it's like, okay, is it now at a peak? Is it now at a floor? That's what we're looking for. So in today's IWM Russell, we have 3 successful profit-making 3-candle reversal plays. Let's open it up for if there's any questions at this point.
That is awesome, Richard.
I can do another one if they prefer that, because I was in Wells Fargo today, because Wells Fargo opened up, where are you, Wells Fargo? There you go. They opened up the earnings season today, and Wells Fargo was in there, and they had a very good earnings report. So I'm watching it, and if we see here, hold on, at
What's the ticker?
W. William Frank Charles, Wells Fargo, I don't know, company, Wells Fargo Bank.
Okay.
But at 9, I believe at 9, this is when I was in, 9:42. Let me see it.
You want me to put my Weeble screen up?
No, it's okay. I've got this now.
Okay. I'll follow along with you though.
Yeah, and everybody else, please follow along. Again, I try to make it a little bigger so you can see it. And I have the white background because then for my eyes, I can see it better. So yeah, right here, look at this. Okay. Notice as this is this our defining if this is in a downtrend? Would you agree with that, guys?
Which
Clearly,
yes.
you should see that it hit a top and it's in a downtrend.
Mhm.
And we have multiple gamma candles pushing it down. What's interesting is, again, remember I said even these lines, the 9, the 21, the 50, maybe there's my VWAP. Is it purple? Notice the wicks at the bottom pushing this up. There are a lot of orders down here, and I would expect it to go higher based on the news. But in the pre-market, if we slide back, it already jumped way up. This is where it was the previous day, overnight. There are no earnings yet. And then this morning, here's news, boom. You see how it just popped. So
Yeah.
what I'm hoping for and what we will normally see is profit taking when the market opens, because there's people, all these people who got in when it jumped up will want to take their profits. So I have patience. If I see it pulling back, I'm waiting for when it's going to get to where it says, nope, that's enough. This is too much positive news. We're going to go higher. And look at this. So we have a nice big red downstream. Here's my red one. And what do I see? A doji. Clear doji. It has so much wick. This is almost a pure doji because there's very little body.
What time is that, Richard?
This was at 9:42.
Okay.
Started at 9. I'm on a 2-minute screen, but that's what Coach teaches and stuff. So we want to kind of be aware of that. And so it goes down. Again, with all these wicks, I'm confident already without it even going. The next green candle, did it go 50%? Yeah, it did. It went 100% of this one, and it was starting to go into this one. So the only concern is I'm watching my EMA lines, because where does it get to? It breaks through the 21. No, there's the 9 and the 21. It breaks those, goes all the way to the 21, gets kind of shoved back down. So I'm waiting a little bit more. And then when it gets up here, I can go ahead. I can enter either here or here, because this one I'm entering a little bit earlier than breaking this. But notice it's gone through all the lines. And at any moment, I would expect a crossover, which is what we got here. So this was a go. And if I would have been in, let's say, not at the beginning of the open, but that was 74.57. So let's say I got in at 74.70, something like that. I'm
Like,
now in.
there's a good candle at 9:54. It looks like a good entry.
Yeah, but it continues. It continues from where we entered, where it broke above the lines, right in here. Again, this one I have to be a little cautious about because I have a ceiling there. But at this point, look at the 9 cross the 21, and this is a sign for what? Going higher. So I don't fear this at all. It doesn't tell me to get out. And in fact, it holds what was the ceiling. Do you see that? It went up, it breathed back, but it held it, and then it took off again. So we got in somewhere from here all the way up. And again, here, if it doesn't pull back a lot, I'm still fine. But before this one hits, and I've seen the longer it resisted and I see more wicks, that's the sign to get out. I don't remember anymore, but I believe I got out on this red doji down. And so that was, again, another successful play in Wells Fargo. And then I did get in it again. And what time did I write that down? I hope 10:18. 10:18. Oh yeah, probably right here. Look at this, 10:18. This is the reverse. We're honoring the 9. We're honoring the 21. It's going up, and now I'm up near a ceiling because why? Because I see it over here. You see here at where it went into the market. this is like, okay, I'm really kind of at a double top, aren't I?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So what do we expect at double tops? We expect it to pull. But look what happens. We actually get the definition of a 3-candle reversal pattern almost precisely at this double top.
At the double
We
top.
have the green, strong green going up. We have clearly a doji here. And in fact, what makes it even nicer is where's the wick on that doji?
It's pushing down.
It's on the top, pushing down, right? So I'm just waiting for a completion on the next one. Do I get 50% of the green candle up? Yes, I do. That tells me, okay, this one looks like it has strength. I still need it to break this line, and it breaks this line on this one, which I don't mind waiting for in this case, because why? Because I want it to break below the 9. I have to be careful about the 21, because at the 21, a lot of times, if it's the first crossover, now it wasn't, there was a crossover here, but a lot of times we will get a bounce on the first crossover. If you look at that, this is what happened here. Look at when it crossed over, it honored it all the way. Then finally it comes down, break the 9. In this case, the 9 is the red. The green is my 21. It comes down to the 21 for the first time, right? Since it crossed over,
Yeah.
I expect it to bounce back up, and it did. So I'm simply waiting. Now when it gets up here, it's a double top and it's doji. I am as soon as I see this nice green gamma candle, I'm waiting to see what the next candle is. And if it's a doji, now I'm looking for a 3-candle reversal. In this case, it does enter. When it broke the 9, I could get in when it broke this line. I didn't have to wait for the 21 because it already hit the 21. If this would have been the first time, I would have paused. But it did give me the confirmation when it broke the bottom of the green candle, and I'm in. Now, this one here, I didn't make a ton of money, but this still made money.
Still a nice little run.
It still is a nice little run, right? And again, here, as you see this going here, and somebody may be chicken out over here, the lines are telling me it's now working as a ceiling. You see that? The 21, which is the green, and the 9, they're almost right on top of each other, which makes it a double ceiling strength. So it has time. It has a real tough time to break it. It goes to try to break it here, but it got shoved right back down below. So I didn't have to get out. I could go all the way to here. And when I see this one, even breaking below, it's like, okay, there's my out. I'm done. And that was somewhere around, let's see, the open was there. Let's say it's a 74.57. So let's say it's 74.70. I'm out at 74.70, but I got in. Hold on a second, where it broke the line up here. What was that? Ugh. Okay, green open. Yeah, 74. It was. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the bottom of this. So it would have been the open, right? 75.18, 75. Let's say 25 to this 74.80, maybe something like that. That made my math 60 cents or something like that. I know on one of them I made 84 cents on today. And again, if you are actually on top of it, you want to close it out on a gamma candle like this one going down, because the price you will get will be more generally on a gamma candle if you're in options contracts, because it's accelerating before the next one when it kind of pulls back a little bit. Anyway, that's the overall. I would love to hear some questions that anybody has, and if everybody's good with it, I just can tell you this is a high probability pattern. Doesn't always work. That's why you have to be specific. I mean, in trading, we have rules, and Coach gives a lot of the rules every day to remind people what to watch out for, what to do. And so even with patterns have rules, and you need to know where your entry is. whether it's setting up like it's strong or whether it's weak. But overall, you're going to find this pattern in every chart. Excuse me, in every chart. And so if you can paper trade and practice seeing them and logging down, hey, would I made money on this? Would I have done? Did I enter right? You will find that your success rate is it's really nice. Any
That's
questions?
amazing.
Can we check chat to see if there's any questions or?
Already doing it. Okay, so I put the stream link down there, guys, for anybody who wants to come up here and join the stream. Let's see. Maria said, Mr. C, she's responding to somebody else. So Maria's kind of handling the questions. DJ Vinny, old school. Good evening, y'all. I'm here better than. Okay, we got somebody coming up.
Okay, I'm going to take away the share now because I think we covered this and they kind of know it. And
that's awesome.
If it was close to Halloween, seeing my face, that would help. That would set the tone.
Is your name Tony? Terry. Hello? You there?
You know, one thing I didn't talk about because I don't do this, but when you know the pattern very well, some people will put the stop down at the bottom of the doji. You can do that. For me, we were taught basically to put it at the body of the doji because the wick pushing up already says that there are orders below that are pushing it up. So you want a continuation from the body of the doji. Gotcha. But it's not wrong to put one there. It's just, yeah.
Gilly.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. Hey, how you feeling?
Better. I've been coughing for like 2.5 months, and I just keep getting more and more shit. I'm around a bunch of people all the time, and
that doesn't help.
Just catching garbage.
Did you drink the lemon and ginger yet?
No, I haven't tried that. No, I don't know. I'm not gonna call you crazy or anything, but I'm not gonna go rush into the store to go pick out ginger bits. And
well, Palm feels better. Palm feels better.
I'm a stubborn asshole. I don't know. I'll probably never try it.
Get your ass to that store and get that ginger and lemon.
Richard,
I want you to feel better.
Hey, it's good to see you. Were you here to be able to see the demonstration on pattern?
I wasn't actually. My dad came out here to the shop, and we were visiting for a while.
Well, that's more
important.
I did see a little bit of your charting and stuff. It's good to see you on here, and I hope people are listening to you. I mean, there's a lot of showboating bullshit out there, you know, and you can't bullshit your way through this. And I like listening when you talk. You're very.
Well, I can tell you, somebody said in the chat, old school, and it is old school. For those that don't know, I started training in 1994, so I've been doing that. What is this? 30 years now? Oh God.
Yep.
But
I know, right?
That is old school. We're trained in a different way, working for an institution and stuff. But the principles are the same.
And still always learning. You're a good dude.
We are always learning. Yes.
I always listen when you talk. So
are you talking your dad into signing up and joining us and saying, "Come on, Dad, I want my inheritance big"?
No, he was keeping track of the price of pork bellies there for a while. Before we even got into futures and all this stuff, we were joking around. You know, he's like, "Oh, tell all them millionaires to put all their money into pork bellies."
Yeah.
He'd joke around about that, and then all of a sudden we were in futures. So it was kind of funny. But
the neat thing is that for those that are listening, he's bringing up futures. you can be in futures. You can be now. We have crypto. You can be in stocks. You can be in options. And what you will find is the principles and the concepts are the same. Doesn't matter which one you're going into. If you can master shares, you can master options in time. If you can master shares and options, you can master futures, which is actually easier than options, believe it or not. And if you can master that and you have a love or a passion for crypto, well, the principles and the concepts, again, are the same. So that's what we're trying to do, is show people on here, really people that would like to or have a fear, but they're just dying to find another avenue where they can change their life one step at a time. That's what we're on. That's
Paul
what we're
C,
on.
thank you for the comment. Paul C said, and I wanted to read this out loud so you could hear this, Richard. Would love it if we could do more candle patterns in the pre-market. This morning and this evening was very nice. So you got a compliment down there on it.
Thank you very much. Yeah. He hit me up, saying he gave me the address where to send the check.
Richard, learning all this stuff, really rewarding, going out of your way and trying something new. It's kind of nice. And I'm just like a sponge, I soak up as much of this stuff as I possibly can. And yeah, I can tell my dogs are fighting. Sorry, but I can tell someone, I know how to trade futures. I know how to trade crypto. I know how to trade stocks, options. I'm in the mosh pit of the stock market every single day. I could actually say that. It's the scary part was just jumping in and trying it.
And the nice thing is you have people who are in our community that are moderators that are 100% want to help you. It's not just, I don't get paid to do this. It's something, it's my giving back because I was extremely blessed working for an institution. Had a very rich life, but I have a belief that when you get blessed exceedingly, that you're supposed to turn around and give service as a payback in some form or manner. And so for me, this is my passion. I love it, but I can give, if I can give back, and somebody now takes that, just for example, that 3 candle reversal pattern and enters in a trade and makes money, it's like, oh my gosh. I've done, on the Friday play, right? I think you've been around with the Friday play.
Yep.
Oh, look at the pretty puppy. It's
Winston!
pretty scary when the ugly dog is better looking than you, bud.
Hey, don't call him.
That's wrong. Never mind.
Hey, honey. Yeah. Hey, Winston. Hi, baby.
Oh, man. What kind of dog is that?
It's a blue French bulldog.
Winston.
He's a little attention whore, and he's
hey, baby.
I love
Hey,
bulldogs.
baby.
He's
Look at him.
Let's
Hey,
see.
baby. That's a good baby. That's a good baby. Stop it, Richard.
Oh.
There's no cat to hey, did you?
Oh, look at him giving kisses.
That's a good baby.
Kisses.
His little dork.
It's
Like,
not
oh,
big, though. That still looks like a puppy.
yeah, well, he's over a year now. I mean, he's about a year
That's
and
still a puppy.
3 months.
Year is nothing.
Yeah, he's just a little tiny guy. He's a little couch dog. I've always had big labs and stuff.
Oh
like
my
that.
gosh, there's my dog coming in the room behind. You see that on the
Yeah.
Sasha?
I see that tail.
Hey,
What is
Sasha.
she?
Come here, baby. Look at this. Oh,
Hey, look, I'm gonna put
oh no, she doesn't want it.
Winston up on the screen with us. Look, we got Winston on the screen with us, Richard.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, when
So
you
is there anybody else in chat who would love to? I would love to hear a question or thought on what
there's
we.
a comment on from Jay Mister, right?
Okay.
He said, "Can you go to the 4-hour and draw a buyer side trend line and connect it? It will blow your mind." He's saying.
On what stock?
I think that was on the one when you had your chart up.
IWM?
Yeah, I think so. Jay Mister, can you confirm which one you were talking about? I think we got somebody else in here with us as well.
He's drawing support and resistance lines on a 4-hour.
Okay, you should be
okay.
able to see mine now.
We do that too. A majority of our group are scalpers. I mean, we're looking at 1 minute candles.
Yeah, usually, yep.
I mean, you can still draw support and resistance lines on whatever time frame you want, but that's what he's talking about.
Correct. So what was the time frame he wanted? How many minutes?
4 hour.
Oh, 4 hour. Okay.
Callie's in here with us. Hey, Callie.
And we just had Banks earnings this morning. I don't know what a 4 hour would have done for you before today, but
Yeah, the thing is 4 hours generally will come in with longer term trades.
yep.
You know, because you have to wait a lot longer for it to flow. Here it is.
Yep.
And look at here's where again, oh, this is Wells Fargo. Yeah. So anybody want to guess which candle was when they released their earnings?
yeah.
Which one it could be? Like there. Yeah.
Actually, we're not seeing it, Richard. Are you sharing? Or
Yeah, I am.
yeah, I don't have it. Hold on.
No, but I know what you're talking about. The giant green ball.
Dang. Hey, I've said I have a magnifying glass. You guys may not believe me, but
I know. I just saw it.
I do. Unfortunately, I wish I didn't. But hey, who joined us now?
Callie. Callie's in here. Hey,
how you doing, Callie?
We can't hear you.
We
But
don't hear your
still
voice,
smoking.
Callie.
We can't hear you.
Callie's still smoking. She's a damn diehard. She's never gonna quit smoking.
No, I want to quit.
I smoked for 18 damn years. I've quit for 6 or 7 now. I still love smoking. I just don't do that shit anymore.
Yeah, me either. I get it. I completely get it. I smoked for 6 years. Just a stint, but I get it.
I love smoking. Just don't
My
do it.
dad loved smoking also. He did, but now he served in World War II in the Pacific against the Japanese. And of course, the military gave cigarettes with their rations. And so he became really addicted to it. But he finally realized, man, I need to do something. And what a lot of smokers don't realize, if you're really a constant smoker, that smoke gets into the drapes, it gets into your clothes. It's less good. Let's just say that.
Yes.
When he finally made the decision to quit, he went to chewing gum to get addicted to that in a way. But he finally did break the habit. But he was so addicted that when he quit smoking, he had his skin starting to peel on his hands.
Wow.
Oh, man. No. Ow.
Hey, Dawn, Gilly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Illegal wants to know what conditions would warrant taking a trade prior to price breaking up, break support and resistant levels, getting in early.
I didn't quite get the question.
What was the question, Callie?
All right, let me get up here. What conditions would warrant taking a trade prior to price breaking support and resistant levels?
Well, news is a huge one, but
news would be
Trump.
News Trump all technical. That's one. Yeah.
For a regular day, we definitely watch the EMAs. A lot of us use the 9, 21, 55.
I love the 9.
Just whatever data points you can to, kind of lure you one way or another. I mean, you got to use what you can, but
right.
It's kind of a loaded question. It really depends. It really depends on your trading. It really depends on your trading strategy. I mean, some people are new here and they have no idea what we're doing.
They don't know what a 9 actually is.
Yeah, they're looking at a 10-year plan or something. We're looking at 10 seconds. That's a really loaded question. I hate to give any advice because I don't know what your trading strategy is.
Right.
Well, I kind of don't see the example on a chart. But let's answer for the people that don't know what a 9 EMA is. What it is if you're let's say you were on a 1-year chart and each candle represented 1 day, then a 9 EMA is 9 candles back.
We
And-
literally just had a whole aftermarket on it 2 days ago.
Fantastic. Okay. So, I wasn't even at that one, darn it.
Yep, I know.
All right.
But it's cool.
Boy,
And you can
boy,
still
punch
go
me.
into
I
it
wanna see
because
you punch
everybody
me
that's
like-
here now wasn't there then. So
I want to see you punch me online aftermarket.
I know. I don't have my sound effects on here. It won't come through.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway, so the 9 EMA, the other thing about the EMA means that the line is weighted, meaning that the front candles, again, I'm using the example of a 1-year chart where every candle represents 1 day, and a 9 EMA would be 9 days. But the value or the weight of the candles at the front of those 9 days, the most recent 9 days, is more important the back end of the 9 days. That's what the EMA is. And if you're just in an MA, well, then they're all equally weighted. But the most recent candles give you a better idea of where it's going. And so you do want an EMA. The exception to that rule is the 200 and the 50. And that's why I do the 50 instead of the 55. The 55 is an EMA, but the 50 and the 200 is just an MA. And many, not many, I would say 99% of all, if you're a pro, you're using the 200 and the 50 because it's telling you where large blocks of ownership are residing. That's it.
It's like a patience indicator.
Yeah. And
Patient.
the longer the EMA, the more patient you are, because you're going to follow the 9 first, but then you'll get more confirmation as the 21 follows the 9 and then the 55 follows that, because those are longer time frames. You know what I mean? You've got more candles to look at, a longer period of time there. So, but yeah, and the L2, if you're not familiar with the L2, that's basically something like a ladder that gives you, where the orders are on the buy side and the orders on the sell side. So it kind of gives you a snapshot of what's coming down the pike before the candles do. So that's also another way to kind of get an edge on.
Yeah, it kind of gives you,
chart.
the L2 gives you an idea where people are believing that this is the point where it's going to go higher and I'm willing to buy, or this is a point where it's too high and I'm going to sell and take my profit.
Correct.
That's what the L2 is kind of. And I will go back to the 200 MA again. If you're thinking about this on a 1-year chart, the question is, well, how much does that 200 take into account? Well, if you think about it, take the 200, divide it by 5, because there's 5 business days in a week. We'll forget about holidays, but that's 40 weeks. That's how much data the 200 has. And that's why if it ever gets to the 200, believe me, that is a strong floor support that can stop you.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway.
Let me see if anything else is down there. Coco.
We've got illegal immigrants on there again. He says, let me word my question this way. Is that a high probability a strong trending 9 EMA would push through a level? Well, it depends on what your level is. I mean, it's kind of a loaded question. We'd have to see, exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at any one of my charts, I have lots of levels, a lot of historical levels. So I don't know. I mean, if you're talking support and resistance on a trend or something, I don't know which levels you're talking about.
Hey, Vinny.
Hey, Vinny. Oh, he's look at him showing off his shirt. Wait a second. Here we go. Look at that, huh? Hi, boys.
What's he got on there? Oh, okay.
Harley Davidson.
Woo!
Yeah. I was working in Hawaii and they came over there. It was fun. They
In
came
Hawaii?
over for Christmas.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
For
it was
sure. I love it when we get the bike week down here.
Yeah.
So I want to ask a different question to the people who are watching us in chat. That you've come here says you have interest. That you come here probably also says you've dip a toe in coming in, and maybe you're participating, maybe free, maybe you join the monthly something, but you're looking for something. So my question is for those that aren't VIP, aren't gold, those that are new and just trying to believe, wondering whether this is for them. What are you looking for, or what do you need to see to take that step and come join us? I would love to hear an answer on that,
You
because
guys hear me?
we can help you if you do that.
Yeah.
I heard somebody.
Okay. Hey, Richard.
Yes, sir.
I was looking at your chart and I had a flashback to the old TD Ameritrade days.
There you go. You were the one that said old school?
Yeah.
It is old school. Hey,
That looked like a 2008 chart or a 2006 chart.
Well, let me tell you, it was in a 1995 chart.
Boy, they don't know how easy they have it, do they?
Yeah. But if anybody has that question that's kind of watched chat or would like to say, I would love to hear, what is it that you need to help you take that step and come join us? Because we want you to join us. We really do. It's not a sales pitch. It's really the community. You will not believe the community we have. You're getting a taste of it here on the screen right now of people that are in. But I can tell you, every single one of them that are here on the screen, they would love to have you join us, and they would love to be able to help you learn to be able to change your lives and make money. Like I said, if you make $50 a day, if we can show you how to make $50 a day consistently, that's $1,000. It's $250. It's 500. Wait, 50. Yeah, it's $250
Yes, it's $1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month. And I can tell you, that will pay babysitting. You won't have to get a second job, and you
That's
can
an
do
electric
that.
bill and a car payment.
Yes, yes. Whatever your needs are, it is there for you.
My house
But
payment.
you have to be willing to step into the dark. So if stock trading and what we're showing and demonstrating is completely new to you, some of our most successful people have had no to very little experience, but they come in with an open mind. They come in with a hope that this is true, and they find in a short period of time that it is true. They get examples of the truth, and then they can start to do plays for themselves and see that it is again true. And then, man, it's just, once you know it's true, it's over. You with this community, it's highly unlikely you will leave unless there's something that dramatically changes an event in your life.
Richard, when I first started, I came from something I know everything about. I'm very good at it, done it for a very long time. Go from something I know everything about to something I know nothing about, and I'm scared and shit in my pants and everything else. But I became obsessed with the stock market once I was shown how. Once I joined American Dream Trading and was shown how to do this stuff and how to do it successfully, I became obsessed with the stock market.
There's a good comment. There's a good comment down there. It says, for me, I'm just looking for a community to be a part of. Trading is lonely.
This is a good one.
I like that.
Right.
Well,
it's like trying to find a road without a map. Well, we're the map,
Right. We are the GPS.
Who's the person that said that? Do you have a
illegal immigrant?
What
immigrant?
Want to tell people that they're a stock trader? You can stand a little taller. You can be in a room with rocket scientists, surgeons, and all that shit, and they all want to know more about what you're doing. I promise you. They all have a bunch of money they don't know what to do with.
And the reality is, unfortunately, the majority of people really don't want you to know how to do it yourself, because a lot of the places that want to teach, they want to collect their money.
They want commissions.
They want the commissions and money, right? And I can tell you, people who sell for their business, and I've been in finance for decades, and I even managed a bank and dealt with wealth where people we're selling them mutual funds or different things. They don't want you to learn because again, we want to collect the commission on what they're selling, because once you realize what we know and what we want to get everybody else to know, we want thousands to know, then set yourself free. What's the saying? You can give a person a fish to eat, but if you teach him how to fish, he can take care of himself for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's really what it is.
Yeah.
So for that immigrant person,
not
come-
yours.
We have another person that says I'm addicted to the market and haven't actually started the trade full time.
Yeah.
are you
Well, hopefully
a,
you're using a simulator.
join us, and what is the not the free membership? What's the membership where they can start to see more stuff in the morning and stuff?
The VIP. That's the
Yeah.
VIP.
Yeah.
VIP. Okay. What's the one below that? It's 500, I think. Or
No, it's yeah.
Hitting that,
Talking about the premium.
Yeah, talking about the cost for actually joining. The coach gives the free so that you can lick your lips and have a taste.
Right.
But if you want to do further, you need to invest in yourself. Just like I'm going to go to school to learn welding, or I'm going to go to school to learn law or nursing or whatever it is. You treat this like a business. You need to learn, and we're willing to teach you if you're willing to invest in yourself. That's what I want you to know.
Yeah.
You can come and see me now. I'm up. I'm not at 4. I haven't
Hey,
quite got
Richard.
John is at 4.
Richard,
Come in
and if
the VIP room at 4 a.m. and you will get trained up. And right
will get
now,
trained
another
up.
thing is, if you do decide to join tonight or anytime in the month of January, if you use code 2025, you'll get
There you
25%
go.
off. You'll get 25% off. So
Invest in yourself, and that 25% off will allow you to move
get
forward.
started.
You're getting started much cheaper. So, but yeah, to me, it's not about selling the product. It's about joining the community. To me,
Right.
what I see in the community is so many of our moderators,
It's a family.
and people that are here. Man, you reach out and we will help you. I can promise you that. And if you don't think that's true, you come in and link to me in the stock lounge, and
you can get that live access for $200 a month. So come get your feet wet.
that's
Yep.
that's why I thought it's 200 now on special, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit cheaper. I'm not sure they announced it yet, so I don't want to say anything. But
Well,
yeah, it's
take
gonna be a little
200
bit
minus the 25. That gets you the live access. That's what you want.
Yeah, I'd
So
like
if you
to
want-
address something real quick. We got Ted here in the comments. He's tired of the sales pitch, and we all get it. Every one of us have heard it a billion times. We've been here a long time. But it was that sales pitch that got me in the beginning. If he didn't have that sales pitch, I wouldn't be here. But I'm glad I'm here. Yeah, he sold me on it. Yeah, you want to learn how to trade the fucking stock market and be successful? Yeah. I do. And trust me, he's running a company. He's going to keep going with that sales pitch because he wants the company to grow. The dude does not stop.
This gentleman works from 7 to 4 p.m. So you got plenty of time in the morning that you can come in, you can learn, get trained up.
Coach is growing an empire. Of course, he has a sales pitch.
And yes, that's 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Eastern. 4 a.m. Eastern.
All right, Vinny, we got you, baby. Stop
I'm
over talking.
reading the comments. I'm sorry.
Stop over talking, everybody.
I'm sorry. Damn it. It sucks being the youngest. You're always over talking everybody. I'm sorry.
No, I'm glad he had that sales pitch. And I'm glad I saw that old ass dude on TikTok that day because I never would have joined. I never would have joined. And now I want to extend it forward because I've been shown how to do this shit right, man. And I'm going to show the world. I don't care. And you don't have to hide it. It's not a secret. You can tell world. That's the best part about the stock market. I mean, you can tell everybody what you're doing. It doesn't matter. The more people that know, the better. So I mean, it's how you look at it. If you're just irritated all the time, then that's just how you are. I mean,
and sometimes
I've been
this isn't for everybody. We have to It's not for everybody. But what we're looking for is the person that, man, that just needs something more. They're sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yes.
They don't want to, if they can eliminate one part-time job and make the same money in an hour instead of 4 hours or 6 hours, doing minimum wage job or whatever it happens to be, then we're an option. That's what we are. We're a possibility for you. But
And
again,
the beautiful part about it, Richard, to piggyback on that, this option gives you the opportunity to eventually be financially free if you get the process down. You can't say that working at
to be
McDonald's.
able to stay home and do it
Yeah.
from home. I can do this.
Name,
Okay, now
name
I've been doing
another
it from
occupation
94.
that you can do that.
Well,
Okay.
that's like
Yeah,
last night.
none. Not
You know-
one damn one.
Yeah, that's like last night. I decided to look at the top gainers. When the market closed after hours, and I made $100.
Good for
know?
you.
$100 in today's world with costs at the grocery store and stuff. That $100 is huge. It's huge.
And how long did it take you to make that, Callie?
It takes like maybe about what, 15 minutes?
Look at
Depends
that.
on
Yeah.
depends on if it's a runner or
Yeah.
if it's just going to be a quick one. I was already in VMAR this morning when it took off again.
If it took an hour, $100 an hour, come on. Where are you going to get that?
Yeah, Callie knows, because she knows how to celebrate a win. Someone
Yeah,
probably lost $500,000 today, and they're jumping out of a damn window.
Well, I can tell you,
celebrate that $100.
Well,
Oh,
Callie
yeah,
does celebrate that $100. She gets herself another pack of cigs.
Now I'm gonna go down to the
I'm
weed
sorry.
store and get me some more weed.
Oh, there you go.
Toke it. Toke up.
It doesn't matter what age you are. We have no age restriction. It doesn't matter what your sex is. It doesn't matter if it's women or men or, 18, you need to be old enough to be able to open an account. But the option is there for anybody and everybody. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, yellow, green. Doesn't matter. It's do you want to take a chance to change your life? And if you do, we're here. If you don't, okay. All I can tell you is I've been doing this since '94. I did this in Spain. I did this in the Dominican Republic on a vacation. I did this in Sweden when we were up there in the winter. I've done it in Arizona. I've done it in Wisconsin. I've done it in Utah. You can do this from anywhere. And all you need to do is adjust for the time change.
Richard does Dallas.
Yeah.
Richard, I got a bottle of Mama Juana right here from the Dominican Republic.
There you go.
Nice.
And you can even have that served at a pool, swimming up to the bar at the pool.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
It just opens up opportunities.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Is there any other thing that somebody has a question in regards to the stock market and things that we shared today, like that pattern or other things that you think would help guide you? Because by information that we give you, you can check out the information. And if that's true, what does that tell you? It's like, hey, maybe these guys are the real thing. Maybe they aren't just about my money.
No, and we're just one big family too.
That's what we are, and Coach started it. It all starts from the top down. So,
Regular.
But this has been amazing, guys. I want to thank all of you. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. I want to thank all of you for being here. Richard, what an amazing show. Thank you so much for taking your time and coming on here and doing that again. We got amazing training at 6 o'clock this morning and 6 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
Come on. You're amazing. So thank you.
That's why my eyes are slit. You see that? Because it's like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Go get some rest, man. Gilly, go get some lemon and ginger, damn it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Go get it.
I'm probably not right, but give me another day and I'll be good.
Okay.
Next time,
Callie,
Hit
huh?
that NyQuil.
What do you do?
Yeah. Callie, thanks for being here, baby. Vinny, thanks for popping on and hanging out with us.
Alrighty.
And thank you for reading the chats. I appreciate you.
Yes. Peace and blessings.
And Don, we thank you for holding this to open up the opportunity for those that are willing to take it. Thank you.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. My pleasure. Anything we can do to help, like he said,
Yeah.
anything we can do to help. So I'm going to end this with Coach's rules as I normally do. And don't forget, like Richard said, if you want to be a part of this family, go up to the link that is pinned to the live chat at the top. It is AmericanDreamTrading.com. That's where you can go and get signed up to become a part of an amazing experience, an amazing group, and get trained by the one and only Chad W. Christian. Again, he's a 32-year stock market vet, and he's going to show you how to do it the right way, not chase call outs. So, right? All
No
right, guys. Chasey.
No Chasey.
Paul C. It's wine, honey, and rum, Puerto Rican rum.
Wow.
It's called Mama Juana from the Dominican Republic.
I
go there.
showed us that before.
It's all over the damn place. The second you step foot on that property, there's bottles of it everywhere. It's full of sticks and leaves and crap, but it's really good.
I remember that. You showed us a picture of that before, or showed
It's
it had
neat.
the bottle.
It's neat. It's memories, just memories.
Yeah.
Bottles and you don't leave your room. It's like, what was in that?
Tell your dad I said, hey, Gilly, pork bellies.
Will do.
All right.
Okay.
Peace
Good
and
evening,
blessings,
everybody. Have a
everybody
great
down
evening.
there in the chat. Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody down there in the chat. Bucko, Paul C, Maria, all you guys, love your faces. Anything else you want to say before we go?
You want to see them rules?
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.
DJ.
Please follow the rules. Nobody go rogue. Some of the rules that we have to and live and die by in here is do not lose more than 1 to 3% of your total account value in any given day. Make sure you have stop losses on each and every trade, regardless of shares and or options. Make sure you guys are practicing small base hits. Don't go for home runs. Allow the runners to run and stop out the losers. If you're a new trader, make sure you are paper trading using a simulated trading system such as Webull or some of the other ones that are out there. If you are an expert trader, please make sure you also are being careful the first 3 minutes and the last 8 to 9 minutes of the day. Those are the absolute most volatile times in the entire market. Also, if you're a newer trader, please don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day. Those are the most dangerous times.